Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. This is Aqilah Alhusna's Internship E-Colloquium recorded presentation. First of all, I would like to apologize since there is no introduction or greetings recorded in this video. Since I had faced technical problems regarding the recording session, hence let's just skip into the main part of this presentation.
The company received. So in the first task, I was required to create a poster to offer the internship opportunity. So I used Canva to complete the poster and posted it on 3 Facebook internship groups. So we were required to do the posting once every 2 to 3 days. So after posting the posters, I will screenshot the postings and share it on our WhatsApp group as an evidence that I had done the job. So the second task is where I need to check emails and see if there's any resume or CVs submitted by the student or applicants. So for this task, we actually have a schedule and we only need to check it once to twice a week. So if there's any application, I will just print it out and fill in the applicant form and place it on the supervisor's table so to get his approval. So once it had been approved, I will scan the approved document and replies the emails with the attachment. And if the applicants or if the students accept it, I will just insert a copy of it into the file. And once the students have come to the company to start their internship, we will give them a few forms to be filled, and they also did a personality test, the DOPE personality test, if I'm not mistaken. And once it is done, all those forms will be inserted into specific files for that. So that is all for the human resource tasks and responsibilities. So for the next month, when on May to June, we were assigned to do a new project, which is so the content of the brochures consists of Malaysian Skills Certificate Program offered in Malaysia. And we also did some brochures on the program offered by private universities such as the University of Cyberjaya and MICOS, and also a collaboration between them with UITM, and UTM. So there are around 13 programs offered by the SKM and around 30 programs offered by the university and their collaborator. So each program, we need to do around 3 the main version, the English version, and also 1 version for the Facebook postings, making a total of almost 100 brochures to be done in these 2 months. So, but it is a lot, but since we did it in a team, it kind of make it's not that inilah. Okay, so for the brochures, I've divided. There are 4 main steps involved to make this brochure. So firstly, we did some research because we need to study and understand on what a scam is really is, and the programs or the courses that they have to offer, as all of us most of us are not familiar with SKM or DKM or Malaysian Skills Certificate. So secondly, we have the designing step. So during this step, we brainstorm our ideas to design a template. We managed to design 3 templates, one for each version that I've mentioned before. So the third step is translation. So since we need an English language brochure, we also need to do the translation works. And last but not least, I also did the proofreading process to avoid any errors and mistakes in spelling, punctuation, and many more. So okay, moving on to the next part of my presentation is the theory and the knowledge application. The first one would be multimedia or graphic design, as we did quite a number of designing process, and all the knowledge and skills acquired in class we were able to apply in this task. So, for example, the choices of fonts and colors, making sure that they are suitable with the theme and all that. So next, I also managed to use my translation skills to translate the brochure into English language and vice versa. I believe that translation process is not extremely difficult. However, with the translation knowledge that we've learned during our sixth semester, um, it had it had helped me a lot in making the translation better and faster. And I would say that the technique also helps me to make a more accurate translation. Besides more accurate translation, okay. Besides, I also am able to apply my communication knowledge and skills during this internship, where we have to interact with the clients and the colleagues and all that. Okay. Next is okay. So aside from the brochure and the human resource job, I also need to communicate with clients through WhatsApp and phone calls. So we need to send messages to parents to inform them about the programs and the courses offered. So whenever they responded or they had any inquiries, I will try my best to communicate with them in the best manner possible. Okay. Last but not least, so for the reflections, we're going to have a look at this part. But actually, for this part, I would like to give only my honest opinion on this company, and based on what I've experienced so far for almost 3 months here. So, um, first of all, exhausting as it is, I still feel that this whole experience is not enough to prepare me for my future, especially in English language or linguistics and etc. So, because based on the task that we receive, I still feel there's something that we lack of. We were not able to use our knowledge fully here, as we mainly use Malay language to communicate and complete our tasks. The only usage of English language is when we were translating the brochures. So when realizing this fact, we try to make it up by checking the translation again and again, and did some proofreading, to apply our grammatical knowledge and all that. So we also tried to use more English language. We also tried to use more English to among our colleagues, and to communicate with the parents. So if the parents prefer to use English to communicate. So in short, I am kind of glad that I am kind of glad to experience all the work experience, specifically in the human resource and the marketing, because it is something new for me as a language student. However, the objective of this internship is not um, the objective is not fully achieved, because the usage of English language is still at minimum. Okay. Next, I also would like to touch a little bit on the condition of the office. I don't know if this is considered as a complaint or, but I just want to talk about it because in I hope the company can improve more after this. So especially on the condition of the office. So to be honest, the condition is really not conducive. First, the heat inside there is quite unbearable. We even have to bring our own fan to cool ourselves down, and yeah. Secondly, there's also no Wi-Fi or any internet connection provided. So we, the interns and all the staff, has needs to use our own data and hotspot to complete our task. And if the hotspot is not enough, usually me and my friend will we have to complete our task at the mama restaurants, or some other place that provide free Wi-Fi, because as a student we are still struggling with our finance, and we can't afford to pay for extra hotspot connection. So in conclusion, I think that even though the objective is not or even though we can't achieve the objective of this internship, uh, I also am glad to experience other jobs, other job scopes and all that. So yeah, that is all from me. Thank you.